Is discipline appropriate for everyone?
Discipline. There's something horrifying about the word discipline, isn't it? We sometimes have it that if we become disciplined, that we will lose freedom. We have the strange notion that freedom is doing what you want to do when you want to do it. That's freedom. And doing what you feel like doing and not doing things when you don't feel like doing them. We have it that our feelings are reliable and helpful and part of the process of getting us where we want to be. So if we don't feel like doing something, we think that that actually means that that's the best course of action to take to follow that feeling of not wanting to do something. And that we shy away from doing things that we know should be done whether we want to do them or not. And so if the question is discipline important for everybody, it depends what you want to achieve. You know, some things will only happen with discipline. You know, if you're going to get fit, if you're going to get good at yoga, you're going to have to do it every day. You can't just take weeks off and come back to it. You're going to have to do it every day. With a path like the practice of meditation, then yes, you will need to be disciplined. You'll need to make a commitment, to make a choice once that yes, I know that meditation is good for me. I know that meditation benefits the world. And so, as my contribution to myself and to the world, I will spend X amount of time every day generating peace in meditation. That's what I'll do. And you choose that. And then it becomes woven into your life. And yes, it's a discipline, but because you've made a choice, a real choice, from a good motivation, your world reconfigures itself in accordance with that choice. So actually, you meditate every day, but it's just, it's the same as eating food every day, or going to bed every day, or having a shit every day. It's just part of the discipline of living. It's part of keeping the show going. And it doesn't occur as something that you have to bash a square peg into a round hole. It actually starts to bear tremendous fruit. And you realise that the discipline itself is good. So just by keeping that thing going, it starts to gather its own momentum. So as the momentum builds, it starts to carry you. And you start feeling that your life is, the infinite spirit of your life is beginning to channel and to concentrate and to bear an incredible fruit. To bear a fruit that originally you didn't think was there. If you look at Tibetan monks, for example, Tibetan Buddhist monks, I believe the men take something like 230 different vows, and the women it's something like 137, or the other way around. But hundreds and hundreds of vows. They won't do this, they can't touch a man, they can't sleep on comfy beds, you know, they will make commitments to chant so many mantras each day, to do this practice every day. And their life is completely disciplined in the ideal. And what they find in that is the greatest freedom. They find the greatest freedom in that, which is not what we would think. And you take the other person, the person who only does what he feels like doing when he feels like doing it, and this person becomes a sloth. He's a sloth, isn't he? He doesn't get anything achieved. Feels like getting stoned, he gets stoned. Feels like getting drunk, he gets drunk. No discipline at all. And so there's no real power There's no real momentum building up. And it's exactly the same. I'm talking about discipline in meditation, but it's the same with your life. If you don't get out of bed, your day's going to get eaten up. If you're constantly getting stoned because you feel like it, you're going to get deluded. When you get deluded, when you get deluded, well, what are you going to be? You'll miss the clarity. If you're constantly getting drunk, a lot of people in this country are constantly getting drunk, several times a week. No discipline. People think, oh, I haven't got any discipline. I'm just, I know that some people have. I admire those guys who get up. My dad would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning when he started to play golf. He couldn't sail anymore, so he started to play golf. He used to get up at 5 o'clock every morning, whether it be raining or dark or whatever, and practice for 2 hours before he went to work, a full day's work. And he became captain of the club. He became he won the competitions. He peaked it, and it was sheer focus and sheer will and sheer discipline. Now you might say, I haven't got that, and that's the reason why I'm not disciplined. But actually you do, because you can choose. In the end, discipline turns out to be not much more than a really good choice. A really good choice carries itself forward. And when you wake up in the morning, say it's for meditation, or say it was for my dad, he didn't have to lie there and go, oh God, I'm going to get out of bed and go and play golf. Oh shit, it's raining, oh God. He just got up and went and did it. Why? Because he'd already chosen it. One good choice, one time. The thing is that this bit of discipline ennobles us as well. Whatever else may be happening, we're at least doing this. We've at least got some direction. We've at least got some focus. We've at least making some effort.